In Crestwood lived a 14-year-old boy named Jason, known for his rudeness and thoughtlessness. His family, including his mother, Sharon, father, Jed, and younger brother, Jeremy, struggled to make ends meet, diligently paying off their mortgage while facing life's challenges. Throughout his 14 years, Jason's relationship with his parents and baby brother had been marked by his thoughtless behavior. He often disregarded their hard work and sacrifices, focusing only on his own desires. He would speak without consideration, ignoring the impact of his words on those around him. His parents, Sharon and Jed, had always strived to provide for their family despite the difficulties. They worked tirelessly to keep a roof over their heads and food on the table. Sharon was a pillar of strength, managing the household with total dedication, while Jed worked long hours to support them financially. Young Jeremy, the baby of the family, looked up to Jason with innocent admiration. However, Jason's thoughtless attitude often left Jeremy feeling unnoticed and unimportant. Jason's actions overshadowed his parents' hard work and left a strain on their relationships. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Jason's room was filled with the soft glow of a candle. He had lit it absent-mindedly while lost in his own world. Excitement was in the air because the family had decided to go out for dinner together, something they rarely got the chance to do. Jason, consumed by his own thoughts, forgot about the flickering candle. Hours later, after a satisfying dinner, they returned home with smiles on their faces, unaware of the danger that awaited them. As they turned the corner and approached their street, their hearts sank. Flames danced through the windows of their house, turning their dreams and hard work into ashes. The fire had consumed everything they owned. Their home was now a charred ruin. The insurance they had hoped would help them rebuild their lives refused to pay out, citing the fact that there was a candle lit in one of the rooms that was deemed responsible for the fire's ignition. It was a cruel blow, especially in the midst of a housing crisis that left them with few options. With no home to return to, the family found themselves thrust into homelessness, facing uncertainty and despair. Jason, despite his thoughtlessness, couldn't escape the weight of guilt that settled upon his shoulders like a heavy burden. He realized the gravity of his actions, the negligence that had led to the loss of their home. The image of his parents' hard work and sacrifices haunted him, and he felt remorse like never before. In that moment of reckoning, something shifted within Jason. He resolved to make amends to prove that he could rise above his past mistakes and become a better person. The ember of change had been ignited in him, much like the candle that had unintentionally sparked the devastation. As weeks turned into months, the reality of their situation settled heavily on Jason's family. They found themselves living in a tent and then in a cramped motel room, each day struggling to maintain their sense of normalcy. Jason threw himself into his studies with newfound determination. He realized that education was his ticket to a better future, not just for himself but for his family as well. With his parents working tirelessly to make ends meet, Jason's commitment to his studies became a source of inspiration. He turned his frustration and guilt into motivation to excel academically. His teachers began to notice the change in him. The boy who was once thoughtless and rude had transformed into a young man with a thirst for knowledge. His grades improved steadily, and he started to envision a life beyond the confines of their temporary dwelling. Even though Jason had set his sights on college, his journey was far from smooth. The road was lined with challenges, financial difficulties, the pressure of living up to his own expectations, and the constant reminder of the past he was trying to overcome. But with each setback, Jason's determination only grew stronger. He sought guidance from mentors, pored over books late into the night, and refused to let the weight of his mistakes define him. Through his efforts, he began to rebuild the trust he had lost within his family. As he navigated the complexities of academia, he found unexpected friendships. His empathy had deepened, allowing him to connect with people from diverse backgrounds. No longer was he the thoughtless boy who only cared about himself. Jason had transformed into a young man with a deep understanding of the world around him. Years flew by, and Jason's story continued to unfold in ways he never could have predicted. Armed with his determination and a degree in business, he stepped into the world of entrepreneurship with a heart full of ambition and a desire to create positive change. His first venture was met with challenges, setbacks, and sleepless nights. But Jason had faced adversity before, and he was no longer the same thoughtless boy who had set his own home ablaze. He approached every obstacle with a newfound resilience, drawing upon the lessons he had learned from his past mistakes. Through hard work, innovation, and a touch of luck, Jason's business began to flourish. His dedication to his goals, combined with the empathy he had developed over the years, set him apart from the crowd. He treated his employees with respect, understanding that their contributions were essential to the success of the company. But for Jason, success was not solely measured in financial gains. He remembered the years his family had spent living in a tent, then a cramped motel room, and finally a rental unit. He had made a promise to himself to give back to his family. With his business thriving, Jason fulfilled his dream of providing his family with a better life. He secured a beautiful house for his parents, Sharon and Jed, a place where they could finally find stability and peace after years of struggle. The house symbolized more than just physical shelter, it represented the culmination of years of growth, change, and redemption. His parents looked at him with pride, seeing the transformation their son had undergone. Not only did Jason buy a house for his parents, but he also extended his generosity to his brother. After years of perseverance, Jeremy had thrived under his brother's guidance. With a scholarship secured through Jason's connections, Jeremy pursued his own dreams of higher education and a well-paid job in Jason's company. Jason's journey from thoughtlessness to empathy, from rudeness to redemption, served as a powerful reminder that change is possible. His story resonated with those who witnessed his transformation, inspiring them to reflect on their own actions and the relationships they hold dear. If you enjoyed this story, then I know you will enjoy the story about two childhood sweethearts, partners for life. Pam and Clive's remarkable journey takes an unforeseen turn with heart-wrenching loss that leads Pam on a path of healing, guided by an extraordinary four-legged friend. Warning: this story may make you cry. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.